Full of senators that are on that same boat. Most of them are Republican. Um, Marco Rubio, he even said, "Yeah, I'm for term limits." But of course, Marco Rubio really don't agree with the guy, but he's got another year or two left in him before he would have to give his up anyway. Yeah, but I have yet to see, or maybe overlooked it, that there's been a Democrat yet that's gone, yeah, sure, let's do term limits. Why not? I think that's fair. I haven't seen one. Although I would like to see, if they don't want to do term limits, that's fine. Let's see, most people start their political career in their 20s. Fine. Once you reach 65, you're out of office. Fuck term limits. Let's do an age limit. Look, we're doing those. Those are the thing now, right? What are we doing? Bumping up the age to own guns, the age to drink, and the age to smoke. What is that now? 21, 22? Well, no, let's set up term limits. Or not term limits, age limits on our senators. Once you reach the age of 60, you're out of here. You got 5 years to go back, join the workforce, and you can fucking retire like the rest of us. Granted, their pension and their retirement's going to be a bit better, but hey, at least they're out of fucking office, right? Get a new infusion of youth. Which, that brings up my other point. So I was reading this article that came across my newsfeed on a Newsbreak, by the way, guys. I do, that's the app I use a lot. This one here came up, and it said that the Democrats right now really aren't together and behind Biden. There's only 5 that go, yes, he should run again. The rest of the party's going, oh, heck no. No. No way. Don't do it. I figured that was a nice little interesting tidbit there. The really interesting part, though, is, yeah, he should run. And this was actually agreed upon. Yeah, if he's going up against Trump, yeah, he should run again. If he's running against anyone else, no. And here's the seller. Here's their selling point. What we need to do is we need to find someone who's in their 30s in the Democratic Party to run for president, but we can't find anyone like that right now. We need an infusion of youth, and that was the resounding part of that article. Every Democrat out there saying we need an infusion of youth into the party. I look at it this way. Your party's old, it's dying, and it's bringing this country down with it. Honestly, it should be kicked the hell out. Let's find another party to go with. Let's bring back the Whigs. Or the Quakers.
Or the Hatfields and McCoys. What?
I said party, not TV show.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta love my wife. She's good for entertainment, I tell you.
I tried.
Yeah, the Democratic Party is dead, and they know it.
I think I deserve an A+ for that one.
Oh, I'll give you an A++ with 5 stars. Yeah, something's got to change, and we've got a year and a half to do it, people. A year and a half. Think we can save this country in a year and a half? Oh no, I'm a bashed optimist. I think it might be possible. Might
Not
be.
with Biden in office. Get Biden out of office, we can.
Well, it's funny you say that because there is a Republican agenda. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about it before. I do believe I mentioned on the channel. Here's the Republican agenda right now. We are looking at taking control of the House. We're also looking at taking the few seats we need to take control of the Senate. When that happens, the Republican Party is looking up at bringing up articles of impeachment against Biden, which there are plenty there to go after him for. When that happens, they're looking at completely circumventing the rules here because I don't know how this works out. Haven't looked into it. I think it'd be more of a headache for me to look into it. So if someone else wants to, feel free, look into this. But they just want to make Trump the Speaker of the House all of a sudden. Like we're just going to bring him in. I don't know if they can do that or not. Again, you guys look that up. Look at the rules for me. Let me know. That's too much of a headache for me to do.
Once you're president.
But they just want to bring him in. He's going to be head. He's going to be the Speaker of the House. They're going to impeach Biden and Kamala Harris, and then when they're gone, they're just Trump at that point would then be able to be president again because he would be Speaker of the House. That's the plan.
I learned that once you're president, you can't be Speaker of the House. That's what history taught me.
No, you can be.
Well, then they taught me that.
As far as I knew, you had to be a sitting congressman or woman. You actually had to be sitting in Congress on the House seat
To be president.
to be a speaker. That's as far as I know. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to look into it, guys. Again, too much research and everything else. I already got a headache as is going through what I've already gone through. But I don't know if they can do that. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But that's the agenda. That is the agenda. And Biden even knows that should they be able to win the Senate and the House, which he is expecting. He's already got a group of lawyers lined up for this. They expect an impeachment to come up. It's going to happen. But as far as the Republicans' agenda referring and revolving around Trump, really don't know about that. Cool if it did. Awesome. Sweet. I don't think they can do it, though. I think that totally goes against the laws of how our government was set up. It's a pipe dream, I do believe. Good pipe dream. And there's most of the senators that are running right now and running for a seat in the Senate and in the House are on this agenda. That is their thing. They are totally for it. Now, here's going back to something serious, folks. The Democrats, they're trying really hard to make sure Trump cannot run again in 2024. I got news for them. It doesn't matter whether or not Trump runs again in 2024. You look at everyone who's running right now in the primaries and looking to get a seat in the House and in the Senate. They're all on the Trump agenda. So whether or not Trump runs is fucking relevant. You're going to have to deal with his agenda because these are the people right now that are running, and they're the ones that will be running after. And the next generation that grew up during all this debacle are on the agendas and will be running too. You've got Trumpism pure and simple. It's going to be there. It doesn't matter whether the man runs again or not. It's there. It's here to stay. America first is here. Whether or not the Democrats like it, they can piss off. It's not going anywhere. So they can do the little dance, the little witch hunts, continue what they did the first 4 years, and now they're going to continue doing for the next 8. I think we're on, they got 2 more years on 8. We're on 6 years right now with this bullshit. So, more power to them. Pedal your wheels. Do whatever. It ain't going to change shit. All they might succeed in doing is making sure the man can't run again. As the old proverb goes, you may be able to kill the man, but his ideals are there forever. And Trump has completely galvanized the Republican Party. I haven't seen the Republican Party this strong and this well together in I don't know how long. Thinking, I was seeing if my wife had anything to add there.
What? About what?
The Republican Party being this galvanized and together.
What's galvanized mean?
Strong.
I think, one party should be...
No, I was saying I don't remember the last time it was. I don't even think during Reagan's era it was this well organized.
I would say it was until Bush put us in war.
I don't even think it definitely wasn't during Bush, because hell, I'm still bitching about Bush.
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not... I'm not really into politics like you are, and I don't really pay attention. So, I don't know.
Well, there's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you might be right.
And there's no way to really go back and look at that. But yeah, it's just my feeling. Yeah, I don't think the Republican Party's ever been this strong.
I've never seen the Democrats and Republicans be so against each other like they are now.
That's just going to point on. Before politics used to be politics, and you
Yeah,
didn't really
I
like talk about it.
never.
But if someone did, it was that's my view, and that's my view too. And you agreed, disagreed.
Even when Clinton was in office, it wasn't this bad.
Hell, there was even Republicans that were totally on a Clinton side, which I
I
didn't
do
mind
have to
Bill.
say though, even when Obama was in office, it wasn't this bad. Gas prices and everything may have been high, but the whole Black Lives Matter and crap like that, it was never this bad when Obama was in office.
It was getting there.
And I'm not condoning Obama at all. I'm just saying it was never like it is now.
All right, folks, be right back here for a quick second. Just got to check on something. Alrighty there, folks, just checking on it. Everything's still working for now. I'm very pleased that it is. But yeah, as I was saying, I haven't seen the Republican Party this well organized, well put together. Everyone's pretty much on the same page. There's still a few Republicans out there, and even in the Senate and the House, they're still not completely, on the same page. But it's okay. We'll just leave those 6 or 7 out there. It's all right. They can do what they want to do. But yeah, our wife is right though. I've never seen it the way it is right now, to where Republicans, Democrats just cannot. You can't even have a conversation with each other now. It's that bad, and I've never seen it that bad. I haven't. Now me, I try to. Um, my cousin and I, we were talking today, and he and I, we had a decent conversation about it without getting each other's throats. But for the most part, a few heated moments. Now his husband, yeah, no, that conversation didn't go well at all. He immediately got pissy, and I was like, well, what the fuck, man? Hold on. Well, just trying to have a conversation. I wasn't trying to start a world war here. Calm down. But, yeah. Never seen it this bad. And honestly, I don't know who's at fault. That's the sad thing about it. I can look at it as, hold on a second here, we're just going to adjust this real quick here, folks. I do look at it this way. One of my beefs that I have is that really the Democrats did start it. I mean, you didn't lay off my president for 4 fucking years. I have never seen a president put underneath the microscope that fucking badly, ever. Ever, in his 4 years of being a president, was this ever done. What they did to Trump was just awful. And I think that, for me, that was definitely a catalyst. That was definitely a setting point for me. I mean, that pissed me off. It's like, dude, let the guy do his fucking job. Lay the fuck off of him. God Lord. Now, did it help any that Trump would always tweet and shit? No, it didn't. But I will say this. I do like what Trump did with that. And I would like any other president coming along to continue to do that too. Use social media. That to me is an open form of government. I liked it. This is the bill setting forward. They need to sign it. I'd like for this to happen. Da 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 da. But letting people know, like, this is what we're looking at doing. This is a proposal that's on the table. And even Ted Cruz got involved with it too. Who he would go on to his, I think it was Facebook, and he would let people know, look, this is what's in this bill coming up. It's 125 pages. Inside this 125 pages, here's what's here. I think it's a really good platform to use. It totally, to me, shows a sign of transparency in our government. Now, Obama, he wanted to do that. He just went about the wrong way. All he did was, I want the news agencies to come in. Okay, fine. But then you know what they're going to do anyways, but still spin it however, or edit shit out, and, is it really transparent? And I'm talking about back in the Obama day. Of course, it's not transparent now. Whatever. It's all fake news, right? But back then, it was a good step. But real, true transparency should be what's going on right now with the social media, using social media. That's the way to do it. You don't have to give out like every particular about it, just the important shit. Like someone like me, and I'm sure like you, my viewers, sure we're not going to sit there and listen to a 4-hour drama about what was completely in the bill and this is what it's going to do and da 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 da. No, tell us what you put in the bill, such as, look, we're doing this for the schools. By the way, since we're doing this for the schools, this is what your tax rate's looking at being. We're looking at setting this money aside for roads and bridges, and oh, by the way, we want to raise, and tell us what's in there. Don't drool on about it. Just tell us what's in there, and then we get to go. Wait, no, 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 no. Of course, I'm pretty sure you'll cut on to the raise part. Like, well, hey, no, no, you guys don't need a fucking raise. How much for the taxes again? Can we get that by at 3% maybe? But at least that way then we know what's coming, and then we get a say-so about it. That's the thing, too. If you're going to have this much transparency, great. But then you got to get the backlash. Let us have our say-so. No more of this government passing its fucking agenda without the citizens' approval. We have a right what goes on. And that's the beauty of it. That's how this country was supposed to be set up as. And actually, I didn't mean supposed to be. It was set up that way. It has gotten away from that lately. Building and building and building upon eons past going to this road. I was already aware of all this. I've been bitching with the government freaking ever. Probably since my mom tell you, probably even before I was born. It's a possibility. But I've been saying it's been heading this way. It took one man to prove it. Apparently he was more powerful than I was. I don't know. But Trump opened up, I would say 75 million people's eyes. You hardcore Democrats out there that all you do is you just pay attention to the bullshit coming out of your president's fucking mouth, which I'm actually surprised you can understand that half the damn time. I mean, if you can, great. You understand gibberish. Awesome. Great. For anyone else who has a baby out there, ask a Democrat what the fuck it just said. They'll be able to tell you. And if it's not that, then you listen to CNN and only in MSNBC, and you're just believing all the bullshit. And apparently, right now, you think this country's fine. Or that it's just going to go away. It'll blow over. Again, you have the House, and you have a slight majority in the Senate, and you have a sitting Democratic president who can't even get his fucking agenda passed. That should be warning number fucking 1. Warning number 2, look at the world around you. Number 3, look at the country itself. And if you can still sit across from the table as a hardcore, breathing, dying Democrat and say, everything's fine, well, I don't want to fucking slap you or shake you to say, hey, no, it's fucking ain't. I would like to meet a real world Democrat who can actually look around and go, you know what, our president's full of shit. What the fuck I did. Our House and our Senate ain't doing shit. And fuck, this country's fucked. I'll shake your hand and then talk to you about why you should join the Republican Party for 15 minutes. And then I'll buy you a beer. Maybe I should actually say I'll buy you a beer after you join the Republican Party. We'll throw an incentive there in. Open border policy, not getting anywhere. Closing down the oil fields and bringing up the Green New Deal, ain't going anywhere. Build back America better, not going anywhere. Catching the drift here, Democrats? Are you catching the fucking point? You've had 2 years, and you guys have done worse than any other Democratic presidency ever. You guys have blown out of the water in 2 fucking years. Actually, correction, 2.5. But they want handshakes and a pat on the back and a round of applause. I got a round of applause for you motherfuckers. Golf clap. Good job. We're going to sit here and be just a bit quiet for these little Democrats for a moment. Maybe we can hear the next Trump theory, how to get rid of Trump, come up. Just maybe. We sit here long enough and we're quiet. I would say you could hear the wheels turn, but actually all you're going to hear is gravel grind. Fucking pussy eating fucking twat waffles. And yes, for those of you that voted for Biden, that thought he would do a really good fucking job, I'm talking to you. It's a whole bunch of hypocritical bullshit coming out of Democrats' fucking mouths. Are the school shootings a tragedy? Of course they are. Are they preventable? Absolutely. But the way the Democrats want to do about it, it's not working. We need more counselors in schools. We need more break days because of mental health. So give them Wednesday, Thursday, every other third Friday off. And then we're going to add on gun control because, fuck, guns are a problem. There's your Democratic agenda. Now, here's the real world fucking agenda for you. Let's have armed security officers in schools. We already went so far as the metal detectors. Obviously, they're not working. Or you're running into schools without them. So let's implement them into the schools. Medical detectors, armed security. Last but not least, gun control, because guns are the problem? Motherfucker, no, they are not. Guns are not the fucking problem. People are the problem. You got people getting hold of guns that know what the fuck they're doing or do know what they're doing, and they're just bad to have a gun. Person is the problem. It's not the fucking gun. Perfect fucking example. How about that guy out there in Japan? Mass killing. 25 people he killed. He's walking around the mall. You know what he did with? Wasn't a fucking M16. It wasn't an AR. It wasn't an AK. It wasn't even a fucking Uzi. A fucking knife. What, knives are a problem now? Oh, how about that one, huh? Take away pencils? Guns are not the problem. I'm preaching that one over and over and over again. Not guns. And it's not the gun laws. All the gun laws do is make it very fucking hard for the ordinary law-abiding citizen to get one, or longer to get one. I look at it this way. Let's do away with all gun laws, because I promise you, some Joe Schmo who doesn't have a clue what the fuck he's doing or what he's thinking will think about this. I don't think I want to pull out this gun right now. Now, granted, I've got 100 rounds. But there's 20,000 people in here, and they all have 100 rounds apiece. Yeah, I'm good. I'll just keep it holstered. I'm going to go home and yell at a pillow. I'm going to talk to my psychologist. That's gun control for you. Down on some fucking threats. Look at the homicide rate out in Australia. Do you know why it is the lowest? Because they have no gun laws. And yes, I did say homicide, because you can look at UK and they're still above Australia, and UK doesn't even have guns. Go figure that one out. They don't even allow carry or nothing. You know, concealed carry, you're not allowed to carry, period. And their homicide rate is still higher than Australia's. Which again, still proves my point. Guns are not the fucking problem.